you know. Oof, it was close. Um, yeah, I have to slap myself sometimes, you know.
We all
Um,
do, man. We all do.
we're all entrepreneurs, and there so many more of us are uh, out in the woodworks now. You know, we're coming out of the woodworks, and so you have more and more leaders and more uh, people searching for work. You know, looking to build dream teams. How do we do that? And what is a dream team? It means, you know, we're having the right people on the team that matches up energetically in a way where we, you know, where there are no gaps, where the gap is fulfilled by the energies of each person on the team, and they're bringing in their other learned skills as well, you know, to fulfill the needs of whatever the business union is. And so, you know, how do you do that? You know, this beautiful knowledge that BG5, the human design business aspect of the business aspect of human design that shows us how exactly to do that is something that exists here in this time now to really show us how to come together in correct ways, you know, and how to behave correctly as well when we're in that team. Doesn't mean that sparks won't happen. There will be sparks, but I kind of wanted to go into that conversation so that we can, you know, we can investigate that, you know, and find out, because as entrepreneurs, you know, we can't do it all by ourselves, you know, especially when we've seen what's going on in the world today. It costs a lot to, you know, to run your business, and there's so many aspects of your business that needs to be, um, you need money, you know, to pay for certain services, you know, to build your site, you know, to run your marketing department and all these things. I mean, yeah, you can try to do it all by yourself, and then you end up burning yourself out. So we need each other. But how can we come together in a way where uh, where we can functionally work together and, you know, develop our skills in a way in building in our business? I mean, kind of going off a little bit there, but you get where I'm going with this? Does that sound like something interesting to you guys?
It
Or,
sounds like a good topic for me.
well,
Thank
anyone
you.
wants to add to it?
Yeah, actually, let me dovetail because again, one of the nice things about these conversations is I'm just fully present and I'm letting my response to you just kind of bubble to the top, and ideally that's an authentic response. And it's funny as you say, you know, hey, we all need money and everything. My angle on that is we all need resources, right?
Mhm.
And money is a resource. People, team is a resource, a human resource. And my experience with how things are today, these days, is backing you up with everything you said. We have to be resourceful, right? We have to be full of resources, whether it be, you know, having money to subsidize things we want to subsidize, and you know, what does that look like? How do we do that? There's different mechanisms for that. You know, engaging with a community of people, of resources that, just like we're doing right now, that kind of resonate with an essence and ideally a context exemplifying what I think we all believe is the way to go. I mean, I think one of the reasons we're doing this is that, you know, we want to share with the world an ideal of, we call it a trialogue or a dialogue or a way to communicate authentically and therefore make ourselves more resourceful, you know, tapping into our resources of essence and capability and leadership, you know, and that type of thing. So,
If I could just add one little thing to that, something that I just noticed, you know, with our backdrops is telling this story, and just kind of what my eyes went on as you were speaking. Here I am building bridges, you know, with the my backdrop, you know, in the fog of things, you know, we're here to build bridges and build bridges correctly. And you're, Chris, you know, to climb to the top, you know, the struggle that it takes to get to the top of that mountain, and, you know, so that we can we can flow, and you got the flow there, Elena, with the flow of the flourishing the green, so that we can build our communities and have flow going. Anyway, I just saw that and thought I would
Good,
throw that in.
good catch, good exemplification.
Yeah, I like that. Where I'm going with this, because I'm just me in my business, and I think that we see this image of like climbing to the top and the struggle and the scale and the fast and the especially being an online business. That's kind of the world that I'm in and around. And so, and we also talk about building business to have the life that we want. But I'm looking at trying to change that paradigm for myself, which is really risky, right? Like it's going to mean that I'm going to take a step back and maybe not push forward as fast, which means the revenue doesn't come in as much, but I'm going to bring on people who can help me so that I can live the life that I want to live now, knowing that I'm connecting with people like you guys and other people within my circle and learning and being open to all of that, to then take the life that I have, thrive in this, and then simultaneously building. Because when we thrive, then the way that we interact with people, that's really going to show that we're already grounded and centered within ourselves, knowing ourselves, and we can exude that. We give permission to the people that we work with to grab onto that as well. And I think that not at all saying that it's a new idea, but I think that we hear it the other way. We build our business to have the life that we want. Well, what do you guys think? How do we reverse that? How do we be in our life in the way that we want to be now, and build from there?
I think that's beautifully said. You're right on about, the concept of that, and your approach of whatever you're doing to achieve that. Um, I'm totally aligned with that as well. The question is the how, right? And I think that was your question, how. And I believe the how is through this way in which human design brings to us, teaches us um, how to be ourselves, how to operate correctly. It starts with that, operating authentically, operating as the way we were designed to operate, the way we were meant to make, the way we are designed to make decisions, first of all. Like the questions you were asking at the beginning, what certain things mean, and you that you're recognizing in your life. And well, yeah, there's a way in which we can align with those natural imprints that we have built into our system here. These potentials that we have, it's all there. How do we come into alignment with it? There's certain ways, and it's how we make decisions, how we tap into our own inner authority. And when we're operating from that place, then we have the potential to really meet with the right people that's in alignment with that. And also the environment, the right places. When we're in the right place, then we meet the right people, and that also helps for us to be able to have the right perspectives, and when we're operating correctly, to see correctly. It changes our perspective. And so, yes, then it starts there, so that we can be in the right place with the right people, doing the things we love. That's the start. There's more to it, but that's a good start.
So, and let me compliment what you guys have both thrown on the table. We're all here in this moment of now, right? Here it is, wrapping up 2020, and we've all led lives, and we've done things. We've done some really great things, and here we are right now, doing the best we can. Hopefully, I hope we are. Maybe not. But the key is to do the best you can, right, in the moment, and being present. And it's all based on what we've done, everything that's brought us to this point, honoring that, realizing we are who we are at this point in our timeline. And as we look forward into the timeline, it becomes kind of a projection of, the vision, what are we here to do? And, resonating with, for me, I'm speaking for myself, resonating with a purpose and an essence of, I'm here to make the world a better place. And there's a whole business plan around that, right? And And I think the key is, especially as you talk about a collective essence of consciousness, that's what we are, as a global community of conscious essence, right? So honoring everything we've done, being the best you can, dovetailing off what we've determined to be our strengths, what our passions and our capabilities are, and then carrying forward with kind of a direction. And for me, my direction is, I wake up every morning and I just am grateful for the day and realize that, hey, I'm here to do something and I've got a plan. But especially in the today's era of uncertainty, who knows, what the plan is going to carry forth in my day. So I get to be present with that, with trust and a kind of a sacred respect. So so we'll just put a cap on it for now. But I want to pick up from where we left off from at this point. So, and by the way, if you're watching this and you're listening, engage with us. Elena Snyder, Chris Steele, Richard Learmont. Check us out on LinkedIn. We've got a Facebook page, Enlightening Conversations. Like it, engage. We want to
Yeah.
build this conversation out.
If you have any pressing questions as well, send it to us. We'd love to share with you.